or reset here. Here's before histogram adjustments and after. Okay, good. All right, I think that's pretty darn good for 32 seconds, Jack. We're getting some good results with the Malicam Junior Pro with the EX chip. Jeff, the sensor, I'm just backtracking here. The sensor is the same as the Extreme, except it's a class 2. Same size pixels, the array is the same, everything. Oh, yeah, that's true. It cuts down on the noise too. Now we are capturing live, so this is changing. You might constantly see the change in the histogram. Yeah, I don't have this too high. It's still at only 50%. We don't need to stack this, I don't think, because all we're going to get is a little bit smoother. Do you guys want to stack it, or is it worth it? I'm pretty well getting close to... I got about 20 minutes on this object. I can still go. Yes, Alistair. Now that's what I was going to say to you, sir. Always, my philosophy, Alistair, is we never blame a camera. We never say anything's bad. 90% of the time, it's not the camera's fault. It is either the operator's fault, or the viewing conditions, or mechanical fault with mounts or optics or anything. Most of the time, most cameras are fairly decent. You can get pretty good results, and I think for a $600 to $700 camera, we're getting pretty darn good, impressive results in a light polluted city here. So I'm also bad at that, blaming stuff too, and I'm one of the guilty ones too. But always we must think of other things like operator error, like me yesterday making errors, optics that are not well collimated or not cooled down proper or not focused proper, or your mount's not tracking or guiding properly, or the transparency is lousy. There's a lot of cirrus cloud in the air and everything. All that can hurt your image, your near real-time image. Sure, we could try some stacking, Alistair. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, so we gotta unfortunately go into preferences. This is not a big deal. Go into photos, and we have to choose. We can't go to add. I'm going to make another here, make a new folder, and we're going to call it NGC 6888. Select. So we have that folder. That's all we need to do. And I'm going to look at the timer here. Hey Jack, I wish that this hand controller, the wireless, had a red LED light. I guess it's in black because that's the way the company Pixel, I believe the company Pixel makes it. I guess that's the way they make them to conserve the battery. I don't know. Okay, we're changing. We got to adjust the histogram. I was worried about that. Alright, how do we do that now? We got to change this a little bit. That's the problem when you have thin clouds too. You're going to get constant change. This is good on a nice clear night. I think that's okay there. Okay. Yeah, I understand that. It's just too bad that the countdown, the numbers weren't in red, lit up LED red. It'd be so much easier, because I got to keep pressing the backlight, and it only is 5 seconds. And it's kind of hard to do that. Okay, we got the little stopwatch. I'm just doing this to show people what they can do. The way I'm capturing images is I'm using MiloSlick to capture, but instead of looking, Jack, at this wireless hand controller every time, I'm going to sync this stopwatch with it so I know when to start hitting the snapshot button. Okay, let's go. We're going to take 30 seconds. Darn, this keeps changing on me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. It's just changing tonight too much. Okay, getting ready to snap one. We're only going to snap 3 to 4. Okay, there's one. Yeah, it's so hard to do this, Jack, because I'm paying attention to the wireless and that, and then you got to watch the chat and everything. But it's okay. It's all well. There's number 2. We're going to just take 4 of them. Thanks, Don. I need a secretary here. I got to get my secretary here. Oh, boy. I got to pay her double time, though. It's the Lumicon Deep Sky Light Pollution Filter tonight. I decided to take the ITIS off. I wanted something a little bit stronger because the moon was a little bit of an issue, but not much. I could have used the ITIS. I like the ITIS the best if there is the best dark skies. If there's no moon, good, excellent transparency, I like the ITIS. It's well balanced. It's a good filter. Now this Lumicon Deep Sky is an excellent filter too. I've had it for 10, 12 years. So it's the older one. Okay, here's number 4 coming up soon. See, you can't tell this is refreshing because I'm guiding. It's hard. It's very hard to see it. Okay. Let me see how many I got here. I better get this out of the way. Oh, damn. Come on. What? It's not saving. Why? Oh, come on. Oh, it saved. It just didn't save them in the folder. I'm going to have to drag them in. I don't know why. I got 4 so far. Okay, now you can always play with this a little bit if you need to. Green. Green is getting clipped. You see the green? It's getting clipped. We're very low on green. Okay. Okay, I'll get one more. I tell you, doing this on fast exposures is not easy. Like 20 seconds we were on the dumbbell jack, and I'll show you it later. It turned out really nice. I don't know if you caught the dumbbell, but it was excellent. Okay, that's good enough. Here's my timer going. Forgot to reset it before. Okay, now we're done with this again. Before and after. Notice it went blue, eh? It shifted to the blue. Before it was red. So that's the sky conditions are changing. So we're gonna we'll leave it there so we can get an idea. I'll let this still go. We're at 32-second exposure, AGC 3. I tape Survivor, Jack. Man, I'm enjoying the show Survivor, this one. I got it recording. I'm going to watch it on the weekend so I can bypass all those crappy commercials. Anyways, let's open up Deep Sky Stacker, and we're going to go and select our folder and hit okay, what's going on? Let me see. Oh, hang on a sec. I got to drag them in. It didn't put them in the folder. Let me drag them right in. I guess I didn't hit it right into the folder. I forgot to click it. There they are there. So we got 7 of them. So let's put them in. Alright, so let's see. 7 images, yes. Alright, so we're stacking them now. I'm under Bell. Let me reset this back. Okay, so that's 2 images. So we're stacking live on the fly. There's 3. Oh, let me backtrack here. See, how about a little longer exposure, Chris, if you have the time? Series. There's no sense, Mark, going longer on the crescent because I judge it by the way the the peak is. You want the peak around 25 to 33% from the left. So what's only going to happen when I increase the exposure is if this doesn't widen at all, we're not getting any more data. So what's going to happen is this peak on the I'm sorry, I thought you could see the histogram. Anyways, the peak of the histogram is just going to move more to the right, increasing the gap between the left side and the peak, and that means the background brightness just gets brighter. That's all you're going to gain. You might increase definitely a little bit of nebulosity, but not much. You're going to get a lot of brightness. Okay, we got 7 stacked there now. I can tweak this a little bit. I just don't want to miss any posts here. Let's see. Is that too bright? I can darken a little bit. How's that there? Is that better? Raise that up a little. Lower that. We're really looking at the color bleeding here. See there? On all the pixels. So I'm stretching it way too much. So let's see. There we go. That's better there? Okay. Yeah, still got a little bit of amp glow. Now if I didn't use the amp glow mask, don't forget this is an EX chip. It's got more amp glow. Watch without the amp glow. You see the amp glow here? And when I put the mask on? But there is still a little bit of amp glow, and the more you stack, you're stacking amp glow too. So we'll go back to the stack, and there's the stacked image there. I don't know, I kind of like the single image. Let me go back to the single. It's a bit more bluish than that. We had color changes when it was capturing, maybe because of the clouds or something.